Lewis gets checked. Ozzie's trial begins, and Naima and Spenser are putting belt to ass when it comes to their parents. What's good, y'all? I guess it's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Reasonable Doubt video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 3, episode number 4. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Reasonable Doubt content and conversations. This episode, it felt like a bunch of setup. Things are progressing, and it wasn't a bad episode by any means, but there was so much setup to what is going to play out in the rest of the season that it's making me like, okay, where do I want to go when I start to unpack this episode? Let's go ahead and start with Mr. Ozzie. Because he is honestly, he's a conundrum for me. I started this off like, oh, he did it. And now as episodes progress, I'm like, oh, maybe he didn't do it, which is also part of the charm of what Reasonable Doubt is, right? Like, you always start on one side or the other. Either you feel like the person did it or they didn't do it at the beginning, and then slowly but surely you make your way either to the middle or all the way over to the other side. But I think the difference with Ozzie versus previous ones is the backstory. I think the child star, the manipulated, the coerced, the sexually assaulted, the handled child star of it all adds another layer or a lot of depth to his particular experience, and it's heavily going to be used to shape the course of this trial. In this episode, we get to see Jax choose to, well, one, ask him if we can reveal his sexual past experience, his sexual trauma, to help build the narrative of him actually there being more to him and provide additional context so that they're not just looking at or assuming that he's just this privileged, rich actor, former child star who is a monster and has no reason to do terrible things because no terrible things could have happened to him. And in the course of like getting to the place of that becoming a part of it, we are learning more about it. And by the end of the episode, we actually know who is the one who was perpetrating said sexual abuse to this young man. His present day, I think she's his PR person. Is she PR? Or she his agent? One of the two. Monica. I got to go back and watch episode 1 to see what she was introduced as. But if she has been his long-standing PR person / agent, then she's the one who actually did the sexual acts on Ozzie, and she's still doing said sexual acts now. And this is what we find out by the end of the episode. But over the course of the episode, we are watching Jax 1 have this conversation with him to get him to be okay with them moving forward with this particular strategy for his case and building up his case. Him having to tell his parents about it, which honestly, I think out of all of it, even with figuring or with us seeing that Monica is the one who is actually the perpetrator, I was more shocked that his parents didn't know. I don't know why. Maybe I assumed the worst because the mama gave me in the beginning, but I did not think that the parents were oblivious to it. Like, I felt like there's this thing around Ozzie, and that's also probably with last episode where we got to see the sisters, the one who provided the drugs. So there's a certain level of handling, even within his toxic and problematic ass choices, that they are just looking the other way with. And I was like, damn, well, these parents like looking the other way as he was being sexually abused because he wanted to experience certain things or he was attracted to somebody. And it's like, okay, it's no harm, no foul if it's both consensual. But no, his parents didn't actually know. And his mama seems irate. His mama seems like heads is going to roll. So it's only a matter of time before she finds out who it actually is. Monica, you better, Miss Girl, because Jax is gonna find out who it is. One thing that came up for me though early on in the episode when she was breaking down the strategy and like walking through it with the team back at the office, I was like, oh my God, Jax, you're about to hurt my heart, because when she started to talk about using his childhood sexual assault as a part of the case, it felt like it was all like a means to the end for her to win the case. But last episode, I was like, yo, she is now jumping into a place to try to support him personally, and that felt good. But then in this episode, the start of it, at least, it felt more like, oh no, this is just the means to the end. She don't really give a damn about him as a person. And it's not until we actually get to see her go to have the conversation with him about, this is the strategy I think that we need to use, we just want you to okay it, and then she's only able to get that okay because she's able to relate to him and communicate to him indirectly, like, I know what you're going through, I know what this feels like, and he gets it, and they're able to like move forward in that way. And I'm like, oh no, okay. And then that to me is also confirmed once they bring the parents in and they have the conversation, and he doesn't want Jax to leave. And while he's telling, you know, what happened to his parents and having this conversation, Jax is over in the corner crying. I'm like, oh no, you give a damn about this boy. But then also I feel like she might have been triggered. That particular moment, that, oh my God, that hit me in my heart, because I do think that Jax was triggered in the conversation of Ozzie revealing to his parents that he had been sexually assaulted as a child. And it was triggering not because she also experienced it, but because she experienced a very different parental response. And in that moment, yes, it's gut-wrenching and heartwarming to watch this play out for Ozzie, but my heart really went out for Jax, because she didn't have a parent who believed her when she told the truth. She didn't have a parent who was supportive of her. She often has to beg for any type of support or a soft place to land. And that, to me, this particular moment brought that out and reminded me of, like, this is Jack's real experience and consistent experience. And that's what I imagine she was actually thinking in that moment, how Ozzie's parents believed him immediately, showered him with love immediately, wanted to step in and fill the gap immediately, and she didn't get that. Hell, even with, like, everybody understanding that this is the case and her mom now knowing this is the case, I still don't think her mom moves with the energy and the care that she should with her daughter, especially after what she was subjected to. And that is playing out by way of how she's handling this whole Grandpa Eddie thing. Because Miss Girl, Mama Lou is never gonna know peace as far as I'm concerned, as long as I got breath in my lungs. Because it's one thing to want to help usher your daughter into a healthy circumstance and relationship with her father, especially after years of separation, years of distance, of hurt, of pain. I get it. But you cannot snap your fingers, and because you have forgiven this man and you got this man in your bed, because you ain't going to tell me that he ain't. You was hunching on this geriatric ass jazz player, and I don't give a damn what you talking about, Mama Lou. I know your ass is doing it because you a little bit too grinning and shit in his face. So your ass is hunching on him. So you don't get to snap your fingers and now make everything all right, and now make Jax fall in line with the plan of, like, integrating this man back into y'all's lives. And the way that, yes, initially when he shows up while she's babysitting, she's caught off guard. She wants to turn him away, but you don't. Again, he laying pipe, and you ain't gonna tell me that he not, because that's what that telltale sign. Period. You let him in. He has the conversation. Yes, he winds up doing right by the kids, and it's not a big deal. But when Jax comes in and tells you that Lewis does not want to actually introduce him to the kids, and you don't say. But also, when Jax walks in, she's immediately guilty. She's immediately on edge. So she already knew that she did something wrong, because she didn't even tell Jax that this actually happened. But when Jax articulates that her husband did not want them to meet the kids until she was actually ready, and you already facilitated that, and you leave her damn house without telling her that was already facilitated, you need your ass whooped, Mama Lou. You just do. You have been needing your ass whooping. You keep adding on more infractions, and I'm just waiting for somebody to slap the shit out her mama because I'm tired. Again, it wasn't a terrible ass interaction. For whatever reason, Granddaddy Eddie is the damn grandkid whisperer, because Naima and Spenser have nothing but smoke for Jax and Lewis. They find out about the damn baby, which y'all shouldn't have kept it from them to begin with. But they find out about the baby, and they are putting belt to ass when it comes to their parents. And it's not until the granddaddy says whatever the hell he says on their visit, because we don't get to see that happens off screen, and now they're fine, now they're well adjusted, now they want to go ahead and be with the family and have breakfast or dinner and be cool. What is interesting though, after that moment, Jackson and Lewis kind of get into a little kerfuffle, because he is still not okay with it, but Jackson's like, well, it happened, we're gonna have to adjust. And I'm like, is our girl shifting? Because old Jax would have been in her car by now, ready to go put belt to ass for the daddy, like searching for him in the damn streets. Where you at? I'm gonna smack the shit out you. Like, that was old Jax. Now she's just like, well, let's keep it rolling. A win is a win. We wanted them to not be mad at us. They less mad at us. But Lewis is not standing for that, which winds up putting him in a circumstance with a bunch of old ass jazz player in the alley, and he gets his ass handed to him verbally. I fear that I don't love Granddaddy Eddie because I don't know you. I don't trust you. You was on drugs and you abandoned Jax, and now you coming back and you want to push your way into her life, and I feel like you bogarting a little bit. And kudos. You ate Lewis's ass up. Somebody needed to tell his ass in case he needed a damn reminder. You up. He got Lewis right together. He's like, I almost had a little bit of respect for you. Now you come and talking to me with all this yin yang bullshit. Meanwhile, my daughter is effing on felons, and you out here having babies with the housekeeper. Don't come talking to me with the bullshit. And I'm like, he not wrong. Like, you not wrong. Now, the question for me is like, what is this going to do for Lewis? Because he also dismisses him and like, yeah, the dinner ain't gonna cook itself. Go ahead. And that was something at the top of this show. Like, when we first met Lewis, they were like separated, and he was like the stay-at-home, not the stay-at-home dad, but like the work-at-home dad, because he still was working, which I'm very confused. In this episode, I thought that Lewis owned part of this damn gaming company that he worked for. I thought it was also his thing, but maybe I was just having a little bit too great of ambitions for his ass. The way he gets sunned in the whole like at work thing is wild to me. So I'm gonna talk about that after this. But Lewis was presented to us as the domesticated one to the high power wife, and he was complaining about her working too much, and basically like the roles were reversed of what people look at a nuclear family and what they expect men to be. Jax was presented as that, and what they expect women to be, Lewis was presented as that. So the way that Granddaddy Eddie told us go cook dinner, it ain't gonna cook itself or whatever the hell he said, I said, oh wow, he is hitting right at it. He ain't been here all of this time and he still know how it was functioning. Ain't nothing wrong with it if it works for them, but yeah, I just imagine that, like, and I'm saying, I started this breakdown saying that I felt like this episode was a lot of like setup for things. I feel like this is a great example because Lewis is a man who has previously struggled with his ego and previously struggled with external validation. And the gut check that Granddaddy Louie gave him, while not all of it could be like directly applied, because sir, you still, again, abandoned your damn family and was chasing the crack pipe. Stop. I do think that it's going to affect him to a certain degree. And this like well-adjusted, more communicative, mutual, like understanding partner that we've seen Lewis grow into, he might go through a little bit of regression because his ego is bruised. And that puts Jax in a very interesting place, because I still think that she has made more like leaps and bounds more growth than Lewis has as a person, and especially within this relationship. I still think that Jax is conceding a lot and like giving a lot to make this relationship work, which if she's truly happy, which it seems like she is, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I was talking in my last breakdown about how something about Lewis I still don't get and I'm still not on board with, and in this episode they have the little moments where they trying to squeeze the sex in before the kids come home, and they seem very much so, you know, attracted to one another. So like maybe she is happy, maybe she is okay, but between the potential of Lewis regressing behind Granddaddy Eddie saying this stuff that's going to put him in a very awkward and weird headspace, and then Jax getting triggered by the Ozzie situation, specifically the sexual abuse elements and how the family is responding to him versus what she's experienced, and an additional stress of all of the things that are going on, their unit still kind of feels a bit unsteady, I guess. And honestly, when I think about it, like now that I'm articulating these things, I also feel like their desire to keep so many things secret, which is something that they struggle with in this episode. Like Jax is trying to learn in real time, and this is what she used in reference to her argument to try to advocate before they met Granddad Eddie. She was like, well, maybe we need to not keep the secret because that is what we did with Jaden. So she's trying to learn in real time. But when I think about the idea of them keeping all of those secrets and hiding certain things, it feels like that is also motivated by how unstable their unit, their family, their thing that they're building kind of is, which is why they keep so many secrets to try to protect it or try to control, I guess, fallout that could come from things that could be very hurtful, which isn't that great, but I don't know. That just came up to mind. Anyway, what else happened in this episode? Dr. Owens is pregnant. I don't know what that actually means. I don't know what that means for us moving forward and why we care, but it created the moment for the girlfriends to get together. So we see all of the girlfriends come together, only for Sally to be damn disrespectful and say that Jax is jealous of her now that she's hunching on her husband that wants to leave her because she put her goddamn house up for Shanelle last season after he explicitly told her ass not to. What the hell is Jax? You know what? Her husband is better than Lewis. But Jax is not jealous of you, girl. Jax is not jealous of you. This is where I struggle. Because, and what came up for me in watching this one scene, and it wasn't even that damn long, but that outburst from Sally's ass, I'm like, where do we draw the line where, oh, you my homegirl, you go through things, you're upset, you're miserable, you might say some things, and then you'll regret it, you apologize, cool. And then we get to the point of like, no, this girl really don't like you. This girl really don't respect you. This girl damn near don't like herself. She's not supposed to be your friend. Too many girls in Jax's circle, they shouldn't be here. Other than Autumn, Dr. Owens, I'm looking at everybody's side out, including Shanelle, because Shanelle was set tripping last season. But I guess she better now because her life is back on track or whatever. But Sally, I'm sorry. You jumping out the window at me because I'm like, girl, are you sure you want to be doing this? Yep, this man is still divorcing you. He hasn't forgiven you for the thing that you actually did, which was diabolical in its own right. So I'm not even faulting him for that, but he's still doing that, but y'all hunching on one another. Do you know if he's hunching on anybody other than you? And because I bring that very poignant point up, because it's important for your goddamn health, I'm a hater. Meanwhile, my damn man has not stopped frying and fricasseeing my goddamn eggs, girl. I am good over here. We're good. Huh? This wasn't a big deal, but Sally really pissed me off. And I had to make that note. And again, it still feels like setup because the injection of them and the announcement of Dr. Owens being pregnant, it's like, well, girl, what the hell does this matter to the story? I know it adds to Jax's life and like them getting together and they be busy. So they make the point of like making that note too of like, oh my God, we finally got together in shots and this and that. But like, again, it still feels like setup. And I'm bracing myself because I'm feeling like it's everything about to crumble around Jax by the end of the season. Like she ain't gonna have no damn friends. Her damn father's gonna wreak havoc and run amok. He gonna piss the kids. Like, but I also could be assuming the worst and wait for the other shoe to drop. I'm just letting y'all know now. You can tell me where you at on the spectrum if you feel the same in the comment section down below. Okay. Bill. He also feels a bit weird, but again, this still feels like setup. At the top of the episode, we get to see him coming to bring flowers. He brings I don't remember, but he's supposed to bring peonies. They ain't peonies that he got in his damn hand. And the anniversary was actually the day before. He comes the day after. He don't remember. This tells us everything we need to know about how he's navigating this marriage. And if we didn't understand it just by the flower selection and the forgetting of the damn anniversary, the wife says, when he talks about, oh my God, I'm on this big case and I'm definitely going to get partner now. Well, I'm glad it is working out for you with the relationship that you chose. Well, shit. That was a mic drop if I ever heard it. Bill, you are now like, oh, you don't have to be alone. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that, because he asks for her to like cover him for some day that he needs, and they have split the kids or whatever. And she's like, no, I'm not covering you because I ain't got no coverage for me. He talking about, oh, well, you wouldn't have to be like this, or you don't have to be alone. This is your choice. Actually, you chose your goddamn job and all your colleagues and all of your damn associates and every last one of them goofy ass clients down there at that goofy ass building over me and your damn family. And I got sick of it and sent your ass out. She ain't say none of that. But in the whole, I'm glad it's working out for you in the relationship that you chose, and the relationship is his goddamn job. That was what it was in it. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. And I'm not mad at Miss Girl. Just keep putting belt to ass. Because these men need to learn. You cannot get into these marriages and then neglect your damn partner and neglect your damn family. Like, all of these men running through life trying to check off things on their checklist. And I get it. We all have goals. We all want to accomplish certain things over the course of our lives. But what the hell is it that you lose all of yourself, you lose everything of meaning, and you gain the world? Take your ass to your Bible, Bill. What else happened? Oh, Lewis at his damn job, which again, I thought that he was a partner, but apparently he's just the manager, and he gets his ass played by the black coder that he hired either last episode or the episode before. The coder that he hired is specifically coding C++, don't know C++, and trying to get his homeboy to teach him on the weekends. He leans into the black man, help a black man out, and Lewis is bleeding hard for the black man's, gets him in a circumstance where he's like, okay, well, you want to work twice as hard to catch up, and then we'll be good, I'll cover for you. Only for additional problem to pop up because he has a non-complete clause with the previous company that he worked for that he didn't tell y'all asses about, and that means that he needs to go ahead and get fired, but he gets to drop the news that Lewis has him working off the clock. Don't tell that Lewis has him working off the clock to catch up on things that he didn't actually know how to damn do. And that makes Lewis look crazy. That gets Lewis a little reprimand from the actual CEO of the damn company. And you know what, Lewis? This is what the hell you get. Because something about this whole, he don't know a whole computer processing language that y'all actually need to build y'all's damn games. And he lied to your face about it in the damn interview. Tells me that this is bigger than help a black man out. This is bigger than, I don't want him to miss out on the opportunity. He's unqualified. What's not clicking, Steven? It's one thing to open up a door for a well-qualified candidate who knows all the materials and might not have the right look for the culture, or might not have a way to get to work, and you picking him up and bringing him to work every day. He don't know C++. Talking about he's trying to wing it with C# and it's a little bit confusing. He's sending fraudulent ass products to y'all's damn clients. Y'all are losing money by the day because you're trying to help a brother out. I'm pro-black as the next pro-black, but absolutely the hell not, Lewis. But to me, that whole circumstance just affirms what I already know about Lewis. He's simple. He makes poor decisions. He's also a very poor judge of character. And with that said, y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here because that's all I can remember from the episode. The kids putting belt to ass was part of my part of my favorite part of it. Ozzie, I don't know if he did it. I don't like him player hating on Daniel and his sister, talking about he's on my legal team. You can't be hunching on him. I see y'all about to say something. I can't really say that. Don't say that, Eric. Ozzie, please. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comment section down below. Do you think that Jax is going to find out in next episode about Monica? Oh, and also Daniel stole Ozzie's journals in this episode. Lord help us. See y'all in the next one.